actually get Boris in their grasp, it's going to be a nice, easy day for them. There they go. Oh, they're going to be focusing on Eagle instead. Easier kill. There's less to blink away from. Meanwhile, the first blood happens mid as Urs is able to tackle that Sneyking. We talked about that vulnerability. Level 6. Be some goodies dropped off for the Sand King and the Shadow Demon, but Axe, he's at the ready. He only has that Iron Talent. You okay?
Mike did it! Wow.
Oh gosh, I did not catch that one.
Oh, and mid, WWD's, he thought about going on Sneyking, but never mind. Mike actually somehow managed to get the
Oh, he
Weaver
eats the
while
mango!
down.
One more hit! Oh, Static Remnant. Oh,
Wow.
no.
Alright, yet another healing cell.
Now, Weaver down bottom, not looking to try to man up on IX Mike, although it is definitely a possibility. Mike.
XD! Ah!
You know.
Mason, get him. Ends up just dying to the Weaver. Now they're going to try and catch up. Eagle, this should be a free kill.
Although there is going to be the
does have his
anti-mage.
ult.
Might be trying to turn things onto Sneyking, but instead just blinking back to freedom. Not getting too carried away. Now rotation in.
In lane.
Oh no, Mike, he went up really far again, trying to flesh out Jason, but will pay the price. He grabs up way too in that lasso, but there's going to be that disrupt to try to save his life way too. He's burning, he's got 3 stacks of napalm. Can Mike finish the job? He will. He loses his life in the process, but they are going to be bringing the axe as well as the Ursa. These guys now hot on the heels of Sneyking. He's virtually manaless. He's got one little leap left for himself. Will be able to get slapped down by Axe's axe. And now we do have Eagle on the back lines, looking to continue the pressure. There is going to be little Weaver coming back in. All right.
Dunked him.
Timbersaw gets dunked. Axe in a little bit of a sticky situation. Does he stick around and help the Ursa or leave Ursa to die? Well, Ursa, he doesn't have that ulti to his name, so he is going to be heading down. And now Axe might be in a sticky situation as well. There is a decent turnaround available. No more mana for disruptions, but Way 2 does have that burrow strike in another 2 seconds. Got to be really careful. The turnaround will come. Axe overstays his welcome after getting a really, really nice couple of culling blades. Ends up feeding Weaver a decent amount of gold. Yeah, up top. There's going to be a nice little engage coming back in. Shadow Poison sprays out. They are able to start up the epicenter channel, but Ursa just turning, trying to man up. There will be the epicenter continuing on as the defensive disruption tries to keep Way 2 alive. Unfortunately, one Helix means he does drop down to the grave. Now this Tombstone going to get focused in, but IX Mike joins the party, does have the lasso available. Can they keep eyes on this Weaver? That's the question. Sneyking comes in. Oh, he's going to get lassoed up though. There's a culling blade. Very nice play there from the axe. He goes in for the call to get the bonus armor, trying to keep the Weaver off his back, but I think Weaver will still end up finishing the job. And now they're looking to be able to take out Flea here. He pushed in really, really far. Curious Chakram right there, but in the end, IX Mike picks up another kill.
Yeah, the fact that he managed to get...
Now they're going to find him out. They'll call there onto Sneyking. Can IX Mike getting quick enough to follow him with the lasso? There he goes. Storm Spirit going to be disrupted up, but a Culling Blade swings through in the meantime. Flame Break trying to keep this Storm Spirit at bay. He's hasted up. Oh, but IX Mike right hot on his heels. Call off the mark. In fact, Sneyking looking to turn things on the aggressive, diving back in. He's battle hungered up. There's going to be a Burrow Strike trying to lock down Mike, but Sneyking, he's still so close. The Ursa now going to be just running around trying to get something done. Axe does end up falling. Alright, Ursa, he's just manically trying to make something happen now, standing in the chakram. He's negating a lot of the damage, courtesy of his ultimate, but it's Ursa versus the world right here. I don't think he can take anyone down with him. Unfortunately, Weaver picking up another kill against him. Now Eagle underneath the tier 2 tower might still be in some trouble. It's going to be going in, trying to heal himself up, but it's going to be a double kill for the Weaver. Able to time-lapse himself back to almost full health. What a gosh darn great fight.
From the Ursa team, but most likely it's going to go to their hands. It's too hard to keep control of that.
Oh, Mike goes
Sneyking
in.
though.
Yeah, this could be a bit of a trouble here, but the rest of the Radiant team are on the way. There is going to be an epicenter available, now getting channeled up. Can they lock down Way 2 in time? Hell nah! The axe is going to be going down. Now Way 2 hops into that sandstorm. The rest of the Dire, though, they're angry. They bring no heroes after him, like there's no big deal. Now axe goes in, the call not going to be too successful. Ursa jumping forward, popping into that ulti. They are able to get the kill onto the Shadow Demon, but IX Mike is picked off by the Weaver, who's just been bopping around like he's having the best game of his life. Now the Aegis going to be coming back. They want to lock down the Ursa. He immediately blinks back to safety. Weaver, this might be their best opportunity to take him out, and they finally do. That's almost 700 gold going to Jubei on the axe. Now the fight is going to continue as the rest of the Radiant heroes want to walk
Sneyking?
away. Except for Sneyking, who continues to walk into the wad of damage.
Okay.
Plays from the Witch Doctors. Oh, they're grabbing onto this, taking hold, and their cores are only going to get bigger as they jump in. This Weaver, oh, that pest has been exterminated. They can continue to move forward onto Jason as well, but he's going to back up to a safe distance, and he is just the front line of this fight. Doesn't matter if he goes down as long as he drags these yummy cores back to the rest of the waiting jaws of the Witch Doctors. They are able to get an easy pick on the Shadow Demon, but now harder cores await. They are trying to get their focus down. Meanwhile,
Sneyking is about to get his, and if he dies or doesn't even get the Bloodstone because he's about to get caught, the game is gonna look really tough for Dewop.
and that is another taunt coming out.
Being a free tier 2 at top, so.
Yeah,
Oh god, he get the call.
Yup, that's a very dead Weaver. Weaver looked so strong early on, picking up killing sprees and triple kills and whatnot, but he's just being mopped up in these later team fights. Now, Roche Timer is broken for me. I don't know about you, but it is like a sundial Roche. We got no ticks. There we go. He's back.
Oh god, that was an awful call.
Oh
Axe
gosh.
is mega dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, overstays is welcome, but everyone else should be able to get out alive, even with the Timber Chain and the Ball Lightning. They aren't going to be able to die.
Up though, this is the big play. This is the potential, like, big game changer. They could stop this and get Roshan for themselves.
Gonna be going in. There's gonna be a BKB out from the Ursa. He's got his eyes on the prize. Meanwhile, there's gonna be the Ursa getting down the Sand King, just manning up in the pit. We got Sneyking going in, getting the tether onto Eagle. Eagle drops, but oh! Storm Spirit does deny. His first use of the Bloodstone is to kill himself. And now we've got the Ursa fighting to the very last breath. Does get down the Shadow Demon eventually. And now there is going to be the time lapse committed, but Monk, he's hot on the trails of this Weaver, popping the Lincolns out. They got to keep the vision up. They've got the gem on the Batrider, but he's got to be close enough. Batrider now distracted, focusing down this Timbersaw. Going to be a little bit hard to chop him out. He's got reactive armor for days, but well, eventually does get slapped out. So 2 survivors, the Weaver and the Storm, but unfortunately the Ursa going down.
Animage,
The
who's quite good at it.
He's gonna get called. He's blade mailed onto. Will they allow him the chance to time lapse? There he goes. The call ends, and Weaver is able to skirt away. Tombstone's up, so Zombie is gonna be picking on the bug, but in the backlines, you've got Anti-Mage wandering around still with the Aegis. He can afford to play a little bit far forward. There's the Lincoln's pop that's going to be shown off, debuted, picks off the Shadow Demon. Now Eagle, he's flesh golemed up, continuing to traipse forward. They want to catch out Flea. He's going to pop that defensive Yule. Should be able to Timber Chain back up to the high ground, but not before some pretty intense losses. Weaver down without buyback, Shadow to the high ground, but there's zombies on board here. The creep wave is going to decimate. There's a blink forward onto the Weaver. This time, no time lapse. Sneyking is able to zip out in time. Monk taking a decent amount of damage. Moving forward, wanting to use the Aegis to the best of his ability, is able to pick off the Storm Spirit, and there's no buyback now. This could be getting close to the end, as AM still has another full life. And the GG called out for game number 1. The Witch Doctors, with a very creative draft, execute cleanly after a couple of fumbles in the early game.